Alright, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites coming out once again to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai.
All praise to Yahweh Shem
And double honor to our elders of Great Millstone.
Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone.
And honor to all you true brothers out there pushing this word. What I want to get into today is this misconception that everyone can be saved. Because people don't realize that only a remnant of these people are going to be saved. And the Lord chose these people. So if only a remnant is going to be saved, where does it leave for you other nations? And you already had the fatness of this kingdom. So what makes you think you're going to have the fatness in the next kingdom? Or all that is good in the next kingdom?
I got a precept. This is Proverbs 12:1. Whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of people up here that hated correction, all right? Hate mean reproof. But if you listen, okay, and you take your correction when we tell you you're going off, and you take that correction, you're going to get more wise.
It says, a good man obtaineth favor of the Lord, but a man of wicked devices will he condemn.
Exactly. A man of wicked devices. All right?
A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous shall not be moved.
Exactly, the root of the righteous. And we're the root of the righteous right now, okay? And we're trying to build up, all right, other men to come out here and prophesy the downfall of America. And to prophesy the prophecies in the Bible.
Isaiah 10:22. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea.
Right, and the reason why they say we're classified as the sand of the sea is because you can't number or measure the sand of the sea. We come in all different styles, you know, flavors, so to say. Okay, not everyone's gonna be jet black, which these other so-called Hebrew Israelites try to claim that you have to be dark-skinned in order to be an Israelite. It goes by your father, okay?
Yeah, if I may say this, there's more than one tribe than just Judah.
Oh, exactly.
All right, you got the southern kingdom, okay, and then you got the northern kingdom, okay?
And we're scattered all over the place, okay? We're not in just one location.
Yeah.
You got brothers in Russia, okay? You got brothers in China even, you know, I'm just talking about Israelites, you know, you got Israelites in China, you know? And then you got people that look like they're Chinese, okay? But they're very possibly in Israel, you know? If it's according to their father.
Yet a remnant of them shall return.
Right, a remnant is going to return. Not all of Israel is going to return, only a remnant. Go ahead.
The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness.
Right, and the word consumption means destruction. It's going to overflow with righteousness. So the remnant that's going to be saved, okay? The ones that aren't saved of Israel, that's going to be a righteous consumption. Okay, so that goes to what was that? General Yohanan saying you can't talk bad about the 2/3. The destruction to the 2/3, all right, is going to be overflowing with righteousness. The destruction you so-called white people are going to be overflowing with righteousness.
Well, they're going to be consumed with righteous judgment, such as the thermonuclear missiles, all right? Or when the Lord specifically raises up the elect, gives them the spiritual power, and we're going to put a foot in your ass, all right? And that's going to be the judgment of Yahweh Shem Shai, okay?
For the Lord power of hosts shall make a consumption, even determined in the midst of all the land.
That's right, and all the land, okay? So that destruction, okay, those thermonuclear missiles are going to hit all the land.
This is Romans chapter 11. I'm going to start at 5. Even so, then at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace.
Yep, the election, the elect. Okay, that's these people right here. The 1/3, okay? Good.
And if by grace, then it is no more of works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace, but it be of works. Then it is no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it.
See?
And the rest were blinded.
Not all of Israel is going to understand this word. That's why the scriptures say in John 17:9, so we can get that. Not everyone's going to obtain this word, all right? That's why you got the 2/3, okay? The Lord's only looking for an elect people that are willing to sacrifice their lives, all right, to proclaim this truth. All right, and they said the rest were blinded. You got guys coming up and down here, okay, they see what we're doing, but they don't ask no questions. They don't care as what we're doing out here.
John 17:9 now?
You got it?
Yeah, let him read it.
You got it.
John 17:9. I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine.
You see that? Yahweh Shai didn't come for everybody, okay? He says he prays for them, not for the world. What's the spirit of truth whom the world cannot receive?
Yeah, I got that.
It's actually whatever it is. But yeah, see? Okay? The Lord didn't come for everybody. Alright, he only came for... That's why in Matthew the 10th chapter it says about how why you speak it out in parables. If you want to get that. Because it wasn't given for everybody. Yahweh Shai didn't come for all of the Israelites. He was talking against the scribes and Pharisees who were claiming to be righteous men. He was telling the people, okay, to not be like the scribes and Pharisees.
Is there more to that?
Oh, is it 13? Yeah, 13 and a half. 13. You got it?
Yep. It's John 14 and 17.
Oh, he's getting a precept.
I can get a precept. All right, this is John 14 and 17. It says, even the spirit of... Actually, I start at 15. John 14 and 14. If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
Right, that's the main... That's one of a doctrine that's going around, okay, that's really putting a stumbling block on our people, is that the laws don't matter, the commandments don't matter. You have to be following the laws, all right, to the best of your ability. Don't eat pork. Grow your beard if you can grow a beard. Stop sleeping with other men's wives. That's an easy one. That is an easy law to not commit.
Yeah, but if I may say something, brother, the scriptures talk about how hard-headed and impudent the nation of Israel is. So we know that through a couple of different scriptures, man, that there's going to be a 2/3. One in particular, many in particular. Israel's known as backsliding children. All right? So 2/3 of our own people are going to be destroyed. So, I mean, if you consider the fact that the Lord chose the nation of Israel, them other nations don't got a damn chance, man. They don't got a chance. The Lord calls them nothing. And then on top of that, less than nothing. So the Lord ain't down to save these other nations. You gotta be an Israelite first and foremost, what the brother's getting into, but even before that, you gotta be predestinated. You gotta be elect, man. You gotta be elect. You gotta be chosen. And only the chosen men are actually gonna subject themselves to the Lord's commandments and come back and get themselves right with Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And that's so simple to understand, man. I still got.
Oh, hold on one second.
Back in John 14 and 16, and I will pray the Father, and He shall give you another Comforter, that He may abide with you forever.
Right, that's this word.
Yeah. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive.
See that? The Spirit of truth whom the world cannot receive. Okay? You got to be chosen to get this truth, all right? And you got to be doing the righteous acts, okay?
It says, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him.
Right. The truth don't know you so-called white people, all right? There's no truth in you. There's no righteousness in you.
It says, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you.
Exactly. We do know the truth, all right? We do know righteousness. And we're doing the best of our ability, okay, to praise the, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai and keep those commandments.
It says, I will not leave you comfortless, I will come to you. Yet a little while, and the world seeth me no more. But ye see me, because I live, ye shall also live.
See that? So Yahweh Shai is here, right? He's comforting us, okay? And we're waiting for him to come back, okay? And bring destruction on this place. So you got a precept?
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days...
Wait, is that the precepts I told you to get.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted mention we call the three chosen set.
Matthew 13.
Yeah.
Okay, you got one in Luke too.
Many we call the three chosen. You got Matthew or the 13th chapter. Bring that out while I close it.
Matthew 13 and 13. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand.
Start from verse 9.
Matthew 13 and 9. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables?
Right, the disciples asked the Lord, why speakest thou in parables? Why don't you just come out and tell us, instead of kind of giving us like a story, you know, or a hard way of understanding it? Go ahead.
He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
See, it was given unto them to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. It wasn't given to everybody. If it was given to everybody, the Lord would just came out and told everybody, you know, the mysteries and the secrets, okay?
It would have been basically straightforward.
Yeah.
All right. That's why these Edomites, these crackers, they can't break down the scriptures, man.
2/3 Israel.
Exactly. These pastors in these churches, man, these holy rollers, these born agains, these evangelicists, all right? They cannot break down the scriptures. That's why the majority of them, their whole show, their whole performance is built on these songs, man, that don't worship and edify no one but Satan. All right? Them choir songs and all that bullshit that they be doing in churches is not edifying. It's not going to get you nowhere but destroyed. So the truth isn't in the churches. All right?
But to them it is not given. For whoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whoever hath not, for him shall be taken away even that he hath.
Exactly. So you 2/3, man, whatever you have, whatever you're trying to get, it's going to be taken away, all right? We've given everything we had, okay, to do this truth, all right? To receive a reward in the kingdom of heaven. You 2/3, man, you are not doing nothing, okay? You're not giving up no sacrifice.
Precept?
Go ahead.
It's John 12 and 25. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
Right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans do not want to hate your life, okay? You're trying to make it good in this kingdom, all right? You're trying to make it good in this society. You're trying to make it seem like this ain't a bad thing, like this ain't captivity or something. This ain't a punishment. But we're over here, okay, we're realizing that we have to sacrifice everything to come up here and proclaim Yahweh Shema Shai, all right? And we're gonna, Lord willing, okay, receive salvation. That's what this is all about, receiving salvation. But it's not for everybody. You gotta be willing and dedicated, okay?
Yeah, if I may say this, it ultimately, we do sacrifice a lot of things, man. We sacrifice family, sacrifice, said family, but, you know, women, all that. But you know what? It really, when it comes down to, that's a light sacrifice, man. That's a light sacrifice, because really when it comes down to it and you put everything into perspective, man, that shit's a distraction. That's why it says that. If any man shall find his life, meaning what? Meaning have something that's out in this world to actually seduce you to become a part of it. But really, in actuality, it's a very light sacrifice. It's a light thing, man. Because the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and them sacrifices that you make when coming into this truth is to make you perfect, man, to make you whole and entire. So it's actually a beneficial thing, man. It's beneficial. So don't look at it as, I gotta give this up, right? Because, you know, a lot of brothers got that mentality, I gotta stop doing this, I gotta stop doing that. All right? You gotta